how did you feel about that Jared Leto silhouette Joker? I want to know your opinion.
I think it's Snyder doing Snyder shit. I think it's Snyder. Snyder needs to calm his ass down. He needs to realize like who's like putting food on his table. He needs to realize like he needs to stop like
let's see.
Biting the hand that feeds him. And I think at this point, I think he's doing things just to piss Warner Brothers off.
Listen, he got his second chance. I would do the same thing. I would piss.
You shouldn't though. If you're looking at a long-term plan, if you're looking at a long-term goal here, don't do shit like this. I'm sorry.
But maybe that's the point. It's not a long-term thing. Maybe that's what he's doing. And he knows it. Thank you. He knows it. If you know it.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. I mean, the thing about it is he's not a dummy.
No.
He knows what he's doing. I mean, even if you look the picture that was out there of the Joker, even is giving the middle finger.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of you caught that.
Yeah. And I also think this is also him kind of giving in and catering a little bit too.
Yeah.
And,
True.
And the reason I say that is, like you guys touched on, he's looking a lot like Arthur Fleck, a movie that produced $1 billion, right? So I think, honestly, and I don't know, but I think if this was up to Snyder, his Joker wouldn't look like that. I think this is one of those things. It's a marketing thing. It's I recognize that guy. For the casual fans who don't give a fuck about the Snyder Cut, right?
Right.
Who probably don't even know it exists, but they see that image and they can tie it to something.
Yeah, absolutely. Right.
So I think some of it is a little bit of a bait and switch.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
You have to wonder also, like he did talk about how this is it. There's nothing more after this for him. But if he does justice with second chance to like fix what Whedon did, and the people rave and love it, I mean, he threw a holy grail. He just threw it, and he said, "You know what?
Hail Mary."
A Hail Mary. Sorry, a Hail Mary. Yeah. Let's do it half Holy Grail. Let's Hail Mary. Let's see what happens. If people like it and they go ham about it, dude, they're gonna want more. And if the demand is there, then we must supply.
That's the thing, though. Like, I don't think the demand is there. I think it's more overhyped than substance, because you have your like Snyder Cut movement, who, by the way, and I can get all the hate I want, I don't give a shit. I think they're more detriment to this movement than helping it. Because I think and this is not all of them, but I do think a lot of them are pretty toxic. I think the movement's pretty toxic at this point.
It's become. Yeah.
I think that your average person who has HBO Max, your average person who follows the DC EU, like I said, they don't know about the Snyder Cut, or they've heard about it, but not enough to really dig and care. Gotcha. And that's what I think Zack Snyder and the fans fail to realize is, you're getting your movie, congratulations, but if this is going to go anywhere, you need to appeal to a lot more than just your little pool.
True.
And I don't think there's enough Snyder Cut loyalists who, one, are going to watch a Titanic length movie, for one.
Unless it's really good, though.
Like,
Well, the runtime was what, 2.5 hours?
More than that.
More than that.
Pushing like it's close to 4, I think.
Yeah.
So
4 episodes.
So I think they should have split it up and did an episodic like they were originally planning to do. Mm-hmm. More digestible. And people are like, "Well, you have the pause button," and I get that, but people who bring that type of stuff up don't realize how views work.
Mm-hmm. Interesting point. This is
very true. And us being in the YouTube world and having a little bit of understanding of that, streaming is this. I imagine it's the same way.
Right.
When they get their raw data, when they get their numbers, they're going to be looking at, okay, who watched this
and how many times?
Yeah,
right. And many viewings. Yeah.
Let me pop this up for you guys real quick, so the fans can see.
Mm-hmm. There it is. Yep.
Right
with the middle finger. You're right with the middle finger. Mm-hmm. Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. So I think that is actually Zack Snyder giving a fuck you to people outside the Snyder Cut movement.
Oh yeah,
it's like that too. But I think it's also like to people outside the Snyder Cut movement. Like, look what you made me do. Like, I'm having to put this Arthur Fleck looking motherfucker in front of your screen to get you to watch this bullshit. I may be wrong, but that's kind of a little bit what I read from it.
No, I don't think you're
because
wrong.
It's such a dramatic.
Yeah, everyone has their perception.
Because it's such a dramatic change from what Jared Leto Joker was, and Snyder had a little bit of input with Suicide Squad in the conception of all this. Because at that point, they were still working together and trying to create a universe. At that point,
yeah.
So to go from what he looked like to what he does now, it's such a dramatic change. To me, that screams studio saying you're doing this.
Mm-hmm. I see what you're saying.
And somebody brought up, and this is a fair point too, that hey, most of the movie takes place in the apocalyptic type of world, and yeah, of course his hair would be like grown out and stuff like that. But it's not only that. I mean, if you just look at the face, even it's dramatically different. It's not just hair.
Yeah, everything's different.
Yeah.
But it could be Joker after the crash. You got to remember the last time we saw the Joker was Suicide Squad when the helicopter crashed.
Yeah.
Well,
the end credit scene, the last scene.
Mm-hmm. Of the movie. That too, yeah.
And his face didn't look any different.
No.
When he broke out Harley. So, yeah, that's to me this dramatic difference screams. We see the writing on the wall, and we know we don't have the common fan yet.